Come on, y'all. It's okay. Here it is. 5 deadly fruit.
All right, we're getting off to a bad start. There's no such thing as a deadly fruit, but let's go. This woman is completely against sugar all the way.
And I call them deadly. Look at these faces. Okay.
I just pray you don't
better
say
not say
watermelon.
watermelon.
Listen. I call them deadly because they're high in sugar. You want to know what they are?
What is it?
Watermelon.
All right, well, I meant to stop before then, but all right, so fruit is high in sugar. Yes, this is true. But fruit also has fiber in it. So the fiber is going to help you digest the sugar slower so that you don't get a big spike in insulin, a big sugar rush, and then a big spike of insulin. So your pancreas isn't overworking. So yes, these things they do have sugar in them. But no, they have a low glycemic load. So you hear about glycemic index, which is how fast something raises your blood sugar. A glycemic load it takes into account the glycemic index, but how much your blood sugar will actually spike from the fruit or whatever you're taking. Doesn't have to be fruit, but we're speaking about fruit in this instance. So watermelon, number one, has a low glycemic index or moderate, and has a low glycemic load. It has amino acids in it. It's mainly water, and then it has sugar. It also has fiber in it. It's one of the best fruits that you can possibly have. And she's telling you not to have it because it has sugar in it. This is insanity.
Melon. Mango.
Same with mangoes. Mangoes also has a low glycemic load, and it's full of antioxidants, is full of vitamins, it's full of life. So these are things that you should be having. This is actual life. The things that you need to live, to thrive, are in fruits and vegetables. It's also in meats as well, but fruits for vitamins, and then you can get vitamins from meat as well, but you'll get more minerals and amino acids from meat.
Pineapple. Banana.
Pineapple is sweet and bananas are sweet, but nobody's gonna die from or be unalived from eating pineapple, from eating banana. Let's see what the fifth one is.
Bananas.
Literally the only fruits I buy.
Grapes.
The only fruit.
Grapes are really, really high in sugar. I really try to stay away from grapes. I don't really eat grapes too often. They are high in sugar, but I've never seen anyone become a diabetic from eating grapes, bananas, pineapples, mangoes, and watermelon. Never seen anybody become obese from eating just these things. Never. There are people who only eat these things, and they have beautiful lives, beautiful skin, and a lack of disease. Although you can eat well and still succumb to disease, but it makes it less likely. And these are the things that I would recommend that you eat, as well as vegetables, as well as some other fruits. I mean, yeah, some other fruits as well. There are plenty of good fruits. There are no bad fruits that I know of. I mean, besides like a poisonous berry or something like that. But fruits that you would get from a fruit stand, from a market, a produce store, there's no bad ones.
Those are 5 fruits I put in my cart every time
You're
I go
addicts.
in
Just raise your right
there.
hand.
Oh yeah, we just had a whole tantrum on here.
Just raise your right
We just had a
hand.
whole-
Now, two things could be true. She's saying anytime you want sugar, she's saying that people are addicted to sugar. This is true. People are addicted to sugar. Myself, I'm addicted to sugar. I don't drink soda. I don't drink juice. However, I do have maybe some protein bars, which has sugar in it. And obviously I have fruit and whatever, but I don't eat tasty cakes. I don't eat a lot of different things. And I'm doing pretty well. My blood work is it looks beautiful. My blood work, I get compliments on it from the techs, from the nurses. So this is two things could be true. You can be addicted to sugar. People are normally addicted to sugar. Sugar is a drug. It is one of the most addictive drugs. It can be a destructive drug, but more so refined sugars, artificial sugar, processed sugar, but naturally occurring sugar, you'll be fine.
I am Ryan.
If you're a diabetic and you have issues with your pancreas, maybe you consult with your doctor. But that's if you're already. But for the average normal person whose pancreas functions correctly, whose body functions correctly, these fruits are amazing.
I am Tyshawn, and I am an addict.
Oh,
I'm a sugar addict.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And her skin looks amazing too. She does look great.
Yeah. And that's why your knees hurt.
That's not
See,
why.
I already knew it.
Most people don't realize this. You're not stuck because you lack habits from the inside out. I mean, people.
He didn't know anything. He could have been an ex-ball player. He could play college football, basketball. He could have been a track star. She don't know why his knees hurt. She's just gonna blame it. Blaming it on him eating watermelon is crazy. Telling me my knee hurt because I ate watermelon is insanity. I don't know. Well, she's selling a book, so she has an ulterior motive here. But I mean, come on, this is ridiculous.
Everything you need to stay spiritual.
Owls.
I've lost a couple by accident, and a couple of them would need to be pulled. And now the rest of them right now are
In the description and grab.
Do you have $100? Because I'm looking for 2,000 believers who are willing to trade
Owls in the farmer's market every Sunday. And I was convinced.
What vegetables do you put in there?
Honestly, I only eat 2 vegetables.
Herein lies the problem. Okay.
I get 2 stalks of asparagus.
Okay.
And a huge bag of $6.99 bag of spinach. I eat spinach like twice a day. I probably eat like 2 handfuls of spinach a day.
Okay.
And that's it. That's the only vegetables I eat.
Cook down in butter?
Well, the first is I put like this much, like 2 handfuls, this much in my smoothie. I eat that in the morning.
Okay.
And then the last I cook. I cook it in butter.
Oh, wow.
What should I?
We supposed to eat the spinach raw?
Yeah.
salad.
Remember principle number 2?
Salad.
So you will get the most nutrients from a vegetable if you don't cook it if it's raw, but you'll only lose some nutrients, a minuscule amount of nutrients by cooking it. My blood work looks amazing. I eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit.
I thought about salad, but I gotta have dressing, so that's why I don't eat salad.
Yeah.
How do we wet the salad? How do you salad?
So when I eat my salads, I put fruit in it. Either I'll just eat it dry, plain, because I could just eat lettuce and vegetables. I can eat it plain personally, but if I learn something from Chick-fil-A, which I try not to go to Chick-fil-A, but I did learn that putting fruit inside of your salad really, really, really gives it an extra kick. So you get some blueberries, some strawberries, some apples. You throw it in a salad. You don't need any dressing.
I use a dressing. It's one that I recommend, and that's Newman's Own olive oil and vinegar. All my people in the rowboat know it. Newman's Own olive oil because it has no sugar. It has no sugar, but it tastes good.
So it's probably just.
So why does she think these fruits exist? Why does she think that we have apples and watermelons and pineapples? Why do they exist if not for the consumption?
Okay, I know.
No, it's not. You see how you do. Y'all see?
Okay, I know Newman's. They make dressing. Yeah.
Only olive oil and vinegar though. That's the only one.
That's easy to remember.
All the other ones have sugar.
And one more time.
Newman's. Yeah, it's classic oil and vinegar.
Okay, classic oil and vinegar.
Yeah.
No sugar. Okay, I'm down with that.
Sugar.
I can do that.
And it tastes good. All my people say, it really tastes good. Yeah. So yeah, that you remember principle number 2, eat it as close to its original state as possible. So you cook that
That is true. You should eat it as close to its original state as possible.
You're done.
If you can, but you don't have to.
You're not getting the same nutritional value, right? Because you put it in the smoothie, so you're not eating it whole, and then you cooked it in fire and butter, and so
It's crazy the things that you think are healthy.
I know.
Bro, I'm walking around that shop. I was walking around farmers market with pride. Like, look at all my vegetables and look at all that.
So what vegetables you have in your cart?
You should be proud walking around with a bunch of vegetables in there. Don't let this woman shame you for Man, do not let her shame you. Don't let anybody shame you for putting fruits and vegetables in your cart. These are the things that you need. I also believe that you need meat for the amino acids, and they also have a lot of benefits and minerals and things like that. But you need your fruits, you need your vegetables, and you need to eat meat.
Sweet potato. So my lady's Jamaican, so we cook a lot of like it's always the same ones. It's gonna be some sweet potato.
Sugar.
That's not a vegetable, is it?
Sugar. It's a vegetable, yeah. But you see how you go into the sugar though. What else you got?
Yeah. Sweet potato, potatoes, carrots.
Mm-hmm.
What else we using? Onions. And I mean we getting some peppers.
Yeah.
But they like the frozen peppers for mostly. Sometimes they fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably kind of like the base.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is insurance.
I don't think I ever seen
nourish
frozen peppers, but
plans like Aetna, Blue Cross.
For all of our meals,
So you
like
said
soups,
sweet potato, and
carrots, and
Is onion
what
a
else
vegetable?
go in the soup? What else we put in the soup?
She put pumpkin in there sometimes, right?
well, he does need more green vegetables. What that? It will get 6 different type of potatoes here. You don't need all the potatoes. Let's relax. You pick one potato, then you get something green. You get some spinach, you get some greens, you get some kale, you get something green, some leafy. You can have your potato and a steak and have a great day.
Sometimes like a pumpkin base,
Yeah.
but that's kind of I don't really eat. Oh, maybe we might buy some cabbage, but Jamaicans eat the cooked down cabbage.
Yeah.
They like kind of cook it down a little bit.
Right.
So that's kind of like that's really my vegetables right there.
Yeah, but I just noticed you said sweet potato, and carrots. That's sugar. All 3 of those.
What are the right vegetables we supposed to be eating out here?
So
Help us know
it's plenty
what.
of vegetables. You have.
If I just wanted to keep it simple and regularly just put a couple groceries on it, I can go ahead and just start throwing in the salad and eating. What should I look to buy?
So this is what I put in my salad. I usually get that tub of spring mix. Right?
Okay.
Spring mix.
Okay.
I get all the peppers, the yellow, the green, the orange, the red.
Okay.
I usually put mushrooms in there. I put tomatoes, right? Cucumbers.
Okay.
There you have it.
Okay.
That's a typical salad for me.
With a little meat with a protein on the side.
Yep, you could do you can do chicken, you could do salmon, you can do steak if you want.
Can we
to.
see?
Okay.
Can we
Down
season it?
Yeah, I season my food.
Okay, good.
Just no sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so she's not against meat. That is good. However, her vendetta for fruits is just ridiculous. Whatever works for her. I mean, you can obviously live a life without fruit. You don't really need to have fruit, but it is a great source of vitamins and nutrition. As long as you're getting it from somewhere, she eats a ton of vegetables, and she apparently eats meat, so she should be fine. But I don't want anybody to feel bad or feel like that they're going to become diabetic if they eat bananas. And no. Get your potassium in. Get your minerals, get your vitamins in. Get your vitamin A from your carrots. You get the things that you need for your body to thrive, so that you can live a long, healthy life. It's not just about the quantity, which is the longevity of life, but it's also about the quality of life. And I want everyone to have a great quality of life, because I've seen what it looks like when you don't have a great quality of life, and it's not a pretty picture. So I'm Gary from fitnessfirstnutrition.com. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of those things, and I'll see you on the next video.
Do onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper.
Okay.
You can do
Jerk
herbs and
chicken.
spices.
You can do some jerk chicken.
I can do yeah.
That's not bad.
I can do that.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.